Yo, how y'all doing today? So, my all-time favorite game, as far as I can remember, is Prince of Persia: Wire Within. Like, I grew up with that game. I just smoked the game, and it was the best. I still remember the day I boot up to that game. I just came home from my school, and then it was in my cousin's PC installed, and then I just booted up the Ubisoft logo, and like the logo reveal, like the badass prince with his long hair, and the soundtracks, the aesthetic, the emo, the god, we didn't talk about that. Now obviously Prince of Persia: Wire Within and Lies of P, we should not compare between these two. They're totally separate game, but I don't know if anybody other than me feels like the same way. That's why actually making the video is I always crave for a remake of Prince of Persia: Wire Within, or like any Prince of Persia game. Wire Within is my favorite one, and Ubisoft never made that. But now, when Lies of P came out, it felt home. Like, I don't know, some emotion, like you know this thing that you know it, but then you cannot put it together. You know it that way, you know. And then when I played and overall played the game, it felt like, oh, this is Prince of Persia: Wire Within, one of my first favorite game. Like, it felt the same vibe. Then when I look back, and then I was like, okay, why I felt that way? And then I found a couple things that made it. The first thing that you're gonna hook you up is the combat system. The main point the Prince of Persia: Wire Within is so unique from other games is it has the combat system that it allows you to use your environment as a weapon and stuff. Like, you can vault over, you can run through the wall, 360, drop down, so many combos, so many things, sword. It's just the best. Whereas in Lies of P, definitely if you are a strength build or if you don't play like me, you're not gonna feel this way. I play with technique build and the bramble curved sword, and it's the same, you know. I parry the attack, I take an attack, heavy charge, spam the Fable Art, puppet string arm, and then go up, spam down, spam Fable Art, and again like that. Prince of Persia then it's just like that. First block it, then you take a counter hit, and then you just vault over the enemy, do it like this kind of slash, or maybe just run through the wall, come down with 360, like all that stuff. And it's so the dynamic element is same in both games. Like, even okay, I'm gonna, after beating Nameless Puppet, the final boss, you'll get a weapon called Humanity's Proof, I think. So that moveset from that weapon is straight up from Prince of Persia: Wire Within, when Prince does the 360, you know, attack like that. Maybe like I'm being blind out of my nostalgia and after, but it felt that. As a story wise, the overall story kind of like resonates with Prince at the same way that Prince was a badass emo like guy who just lost so many of his people, so many of his loved ones, and then he's just like soaring through time, and he remembers everything, but he had to let go of everything, and then he just desperately wants to change his fate, you know, against the timeline and the sands. You get it. If you played it, you will get it. I think Sophia use Ergo to manipulate time and just like that, and if you played the whole game, you know at the end of the day what happens, and then the statue happens, and that's the prophecy or something. It's just like a whole loop. So then, you know, if you get the human ending, Pinocchio sacrifices the Ergo that has been given to him back to the Sophia, and then Pinocchio just lies on her lap, and then the last pose, that's the statue the alchemist found in the Isle of the Alchemist there, and then they brought it to the exhibition over there. So it's the same thing. And then when the story starts, you know, at the end, Sophia says like, it's good to see you, and then at the front it says it's good to see you. So it's like a whole freaking loop of and a prophecy of thing that says Prince, even though like the main story much more feels like a Atomic Heart story. Despite of both cases, the main protagonist is a badass, man. Bro beat the Watchman, the electric boss, that freaking demon with just like 360 attack, the green swamp monster, and all these bosses. The boss fight, man, boss fight always, you know, takes me back to those Prince of Persia days, in a way, like Prince, but in here, in Victorian puppet, woke up in a puppet thing. Like, if you don't know, like the Wolfenstein, the protagonist Laskovich, he is like the ancestor of the Doom guy The main thing that triggers you that is the whole world designing and the way the world is. Obviously not in a parkour way or something, but the way the world is designed, it's so Prince of Persia. And when you enter the church, when you enter the clock tower, like the castle over there, you enter the clock tower. But the clock tower part is even the sound effects and the way the thing works. I mean, obviously that's a mechanism that will work. That's why it's similar, but it's just so Prince of Persia, man. If I can't even get over my Prince of Persia obsession. Okay, it's just everywhere I see it's Prince of Persia. Like the clock tower, the monsters you have to kill, like sand monster. Like you after beating the monster, you get sand. Here you get ergos out of it. It's so freaking cool, man. Like I think both game takes place in one day. One day means like the whole event, side of event happens in one day. The world and the aesthetic, like the sand, the desert, like lost in time memory. It's like a vague dream of I can't even like get over this shit, man. I just don't know. I'm just making bullshit videos. I think that is it. That's all I mean I don't know if I missed something, because it's just not a scripted video. I just sit down and wanted to talk about it and just talked about it, because most of my videos are scuffed because I'm dealing with some weird stuff. That was the video. I wanted to spam some Liza P content. There you go. It is. Now I'm gonna cry in myself on that corner. It's my anxiety issues, okay? You know it. Fuck. But anyways, if you feel the same way as me, or if you have some other feedback, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to read your comments. Come on. And that was it. Subscribe if you want to see more Liza P content. Guess I'm now a Liza P content creator. Because I love the game. Thanks for watching. See you in the next Liza P video. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the other day. I don't know. I hope, have a great day, and good night, good luck, stay safe, and stay horny. Our childhood was blessed. No.